What is a brag book or a kudo file? Well, you're going to find out in this video. It's fantastic and you don't want to miss it. I am Greg with the Job Tips and Straight Talk channel. And today's topic is about keeping a kudo file at work, which later will become a brag book. And what is a kudo file? Anytime that you receive a complimentary email, a thank you card for a job well done, or a product received that was well received, it was properly packaged, it was whatever the case may be, whatever that complimentary document is, whether it's a card or an email, put that in the kudo file. A positive performance evaluation. Many companies have them every 6 months, every year, maybe every 2 years, but whenever you get a good performance evaluation, that was hard to say, put that in the kudo, K-U-D-O, in the kudo file, in your desk, or at home, wherever it may be. If you win an award, maybe a sales award, some sort of achievement award, if you qualify for a bonus because you exceeded expectations in whatever measurement that may be, if you have a paper document that talks about that, put that in the file. What else can go in there? Anything at all. If you receive a trophy of sorts, and maybe there's not a written document, but you're surprised at a company event that you were given the trophy for Employee of the Year or a plaque, then maybe you did not receive an email or a letter talking about that, but you have the plaque or the trophy. Take a picture of it. Put that picture in the kudo file. Maybe you get an achievement ring of sorts. Many companies do that. Guess what? Put the document that tells you about the ring and how you achieved that award in the file. If you finished your degree, put a copy of that degree in the file. If you have a GPA transcript summary page of what your GPA is, put that in the kudo file. The reason you're doing this is that you don't want everything to be electronic on your computer, or the nice emails that you received, that maybe you even move that email into a kudo email folder on your computer, because computers can become corrupted, files can become corrupted, or for whatever reason, maybe the company has a downsizing situation, frankly a layoff, and you get a phone call and today you have to walk out of the building with another 1,000 people in the company. Now you have no access because they turn off your permissions, right, to those emails. You can't get to it. But if you keep a kudo file, and I recommend keeping it at home, right? You can then build a brag book, which is the second piece to this video. And the brag book is what you would then use when you are looking for another job, even if it's still within the same company, but maybe you're looking for a promotion and you want to put in for that position. Even if it is a lateral position, but one that might give you more promise for a promotion down the road, fine. Put that brag book together, 3-ring binder, cover page, table of contents about each of those accomplishments. In that same brag book would go your resume, would go letters of recommendation, all those sorts of things. And then when that time comes, there may be more than one person interviewing you or giving you that performance, I should say that promotion conversation, as far as explaining why they chose you, or not why they chose you, but explaining how they're going to go about choosing the person for this promotion, and you're in that group of competitors, if you will. Point is, you can make copies of that brag book, and however many number of people are across the table from you in the interview or in that conversation, have a copy for each person, and of course for yourself. And when the interview process is either done or at the right point in the interview, you can say, I brought together a book of my accomplishments. And I'd like to go over it just briefly with you, if you could give me about 3 minutes of your time to explain what's in this binder. They will likely say, sure thing, or no, but I'll check it out later. Fine. They have it with them is the point. Most people won't do this. Most people are not thinking about that. Most people, let's just say it's a job interview, for example. They brought their resume and their good looks. And all that the interviewer or interviewers have in front of them is the paper resume. And maybe it's in a manila folder, or even a little skinny little binder with the little bendy clips, the 3-ring things. But then you have a brag book, a 3-ring binder. Maybe it's an inch thick, not inch thick of all these papers, but it's a thicker binder than just a little folder. It's got a picture of you on the front, on the clear plastic front. You've taken a picture of yourself, a nice professional type of picture, and underneath it says your name, accomplishments. They're not going to forget you, believe me. And because you put your picture in it, if they've interviewed 10, 20 other people, and they have 10 or 20 other resumes and applications and what have you, most of those won't have a picture attached. Most of those won't have a binder. They may have listed on the resume their accomplishments, That's fine. But whose thick binder do they have also that they have to carry around? And they may be more curious because it's laid out well. There are several, maybe there are 8 or 10 tabs, and there's a table of contents they can flip through. You, I promise, will be the one that they remember above all the others. And isn't that the point of all this? You want to be the one to get the job, to get the promotion. But it starts with a Kudo file. Start with a Kudo file. If you don't have one yet, make one. At home, start dumping things into it. You don't know early on at what point you will need something like that, or at what point will that come in handy. You don't know. It's like collecting data. You don't know exactly how you're going to use the data, whatever that is, until you need it. Aha! Then I can pull the information from the system, whatever the case may be. This is that. This is that data folder, the data about you, and that time will come. Trust me, it will come, when it will come in very, very handy. And it will benefit you long term, promise you. I hope this gives you something to think about, gives you some hope for the future as far as when that time may come. And I hope this video benefits you. I am Greg with the Job Tips and Straight Talk channel, and I hope you have or you develop that job or career that you want to have. Take care.